Hello, this is Edward Lambert. This video is part 2 of 3 videos presenting the Meridian order for the mental body. This video covers the second 4 steps in the order which develop the forms of thought and its logic. Steps 5 and 6 are titled Visions Take Form. The colors in each step correspond to meridians. Now let's look at step 5. This is the stomach meridian. Visualize the color orange. From the previous steps, a mind-light substance was producing images and extending those images. Now, the mind-light substance of the colors around you take a solid substance. You can sense that they are becoming their own form within your consciousness. You find yourself able to walk on the world being formed. The colors have substance that you can touch. So you can see, like here in the picture to the right, before there was a red poppy, and then in step 4 the world was created around that red poppy, and now you see this little girl actually beginning to walk on the colors. It's taking form, it's taking substance. What's really happening in this step 5 is that the connections between images are being made to establish a world to explore in consciousness. Now let's go on to the step 6, the lung meridian. Visualize a yellow-orange color. You walk among the forms. You can identify shapes and things around you. Their forms are stable and bright. So you're beginning to recognize that things have their own form. This is all in the mental body as you visualize, as you see, as you conceptualize the world. Your sense is open to hear, smell, taste, and feel the forms in the vision. You see a range of beauty. Some things are very beautiful and bright. Some things are more basic and earthy. The forms are still within your consciousness, yet seem separate from you. You interact with them, getting to know them. You talk with them using your knowledge. Now we go on to steps 7 and 8. And these are the visions, are systems. So in step 7, you have the spleen meridian. You visualize a sky blue color. One becomes aware of interactions between all the forms. In the previous step, with the lung meridian, you're walking among the forms and you're recognizing different forms. A flower here, a plant there, an insect there, the sun there, a cloud there. So you're just recognizing forms. And then now you're recognizing that there's interactions within this world that's being extended from this one vision, this one image in step 3. There are insects visiting flowers, birds flying overhead, animals eating grass, water flowing on the ground, and all kinds of plants growing. Everything interacts with something else. One observes the interactions. One takes it all in. The mind gathers information and learns. This is the step 7. Then in step 8, with the large intestine meridian, visualize an indigo color. One sees an ecosystem with cycles of interactions. So once you've been observing these interactions in step 7, now you're seeing a grand plan. You're seeing generalized laws and principles that are governing these interactions. The system is the interaction between elements. There is an order sustaining the movement. One comes to identify the specific cycles and rhythms within the world created. One comes to identify principles and laws governing the interactions. So one is really learning and developing a knowledge to grasp the world. Intellectually, mentally, this is how the mental body functions. To conceptualize and be able to grasp form and logic in the world. And this really arrives to step 8. Now here the mind shows intelligence, but really may lack wisdom. Wisdom comes from a lot more from the emotional body, the experience in the physical world, and from the following steps beyond step 8. So from here we're going to go to part 3 of this series of videos. Part 3 of this series will cover the third 4 steps in this order of the mental body, which develop understanding, beliefs, and the representation of our complete thought process.